Newsrounders, it's Tuesday, the 4th of February. I'm Jenny, and here's what we've got for you today. We meet the kids expressing their feelings by singing. Learn why not everyone is happy about the UK's green energy plans. And wish a happy birthday to one of the biggest games ever. First, though, today, in school, you've probably been talking about Children's Mental Health Week. It aims to encourage young people to speak up about how they're feeling. But it's not just talking that can help. De Graft went to find out more.
Today, I'm outside the beautiful Bath Abbey, and I'm here to find out about a special project happening inside. Every child here is part of the Voices for Life Stardust project, which is all about how singing can help your mental health and well-being.
Today we are in Bath Abbey and we are going to perform a story. The songs that we are rehearsing are all about children going to different planets.
Each planet has a different emotion, like fear, scared or sadness. The planets are a really good way to think about emotions. They are the emotions that humans have, and we always have that.
Using the power of music, these children are learning about mental health.
Singing is really good for my mental health because it takes my mind away from other things, and it's a great way to express your feeling and emotions.
Songs are really special because they express how different people can feel and how you can overcome all your challenges.
This project helped me to learn about emotions and helped me to deal with some of my emotions.
It can feel different if you're to sing something to tell someone rather than just talking it.
I love it. It just makes me feel really happy and it's my happy place.
Lovely stuff. And head over to the Newsround website where you can find lots more info and videos about Mental Health Week, along with advice from some famous faces too. OK, next up, what happens when best friends, who are also countries, argue? Well, Canada and America have been finding out.
Oh dear. Canadian hockey fans booing the US national anthem. This is not something you'd expect to see. Canada and the US are two different countries, but they live next door to one another and are traditionally the very best of friends. When America was founded, it broke away from Britain, but Canada stayed closer to the UK, and King Charles is still their head of state. For more than 100 years, Canada and the US have worked together, fought wars together, and are even hosting the World Cup together next year.
And we are going to make America great again.
But now President Trump is making things tougher. He says Canada hasn't been treating America fairly. He has been threatening them with new rules called tariffs, which would make it more expensive for Canadians to do business in America. He's even suggested they stop being their own country and become the 51st US state. Canada's politicians aren't happy about that, and some have even called him a bully.
We will never, ever bow down to a bully.
Last night, an agreement has been reached to put the changes off for a month. But while the two sides have made up for now, it's not clear if they'll be best friends again for a while.
OK, next, these tiny sea creatures are being described as the superheroes of the oceans because they are the main diet of whales, penguins, seals and seabirds. But scientists are worried these Antarctic krill are at risk due to fishing and climate change. So they have come up with a new way of studying their numbers in the ocean by keeping an eye on them From space. Yes, you heard that right. The team are using satellite images to study the changes in the colour of seawater, which tells them how big the population of krill is. Krill belong to the same family as crabs and lobsters, but are just a few centimetres long. More environmental news now, and one of the government's big missions is for us all to use more clean energy, coming from things like wind farms. But that also means building more giant pylons to get it to our homes, which not everyone wants. Take a look.
Hello Newsround, I'm Justin Roller, I'm the BBC's climate editor, and the UK's power system is changing. Take a look at this. That was coal-fired power stations being blown up because the UK isn't using coal anymore, and that means we need new ways of generating power. Wind power, solar power, and obviously we need ways to get that power to our homes, and that means new pylons. This is how big the pylons are going to be. On average, they're going to be about 57 metres high. And the need for this new infrastructure, all this new equipment, raises a really difficult dilemma, a really difficult decision for politicians who say, look, we need this stuff, and local people who say, look, I don't want it near my home. How do you balance those two things? It's really difficult. And I met a guy you probably recognise, Lord Voldemort, the actor Ralph Fiennes. Lord Voldemort himself opposes a series of big new substations to bring wind power ashore. He says alternatives should be explored.
We need this energy. The planet is lost without it, but they don't live here. What's the best version of bringing in this green, clean energy?
And there's another problem with all of this. The government wants us to get to clean energy by 2030, just 5 years' time. So there's a real rush to get all of these decisions made.
OK, last up, it's a happy birthday today for one of the most successful games ever. The Sims was first released 25 years ago, and the latest version, Sims 4, has been played by more than 85 million fans. Instead of a new version to celebrate its birthday, the makers are releasing the very first version again, so gamers can try out what it was like to design avatars and dream homes back in the old days. OK, that is all we've got time for now, but don't forget to head online for much more, including how a posh toilet may have helped experts find a king's home, see how the world has been celebrating Lunar New Year, and check out some amazing pictures taken by young photographers. See you tomorrow. Bye.